Today I am taking on one of the oldest golf clubs in the world, 26 oldest course here at Prestwick St Nicholas, just down the road from the Open Championship this week. It's in the red. We're going to see if we can go and get the job done. Let's head out onto the first tee. Processes are working. We're just following a nice little bit of a rhythm at the minute. Not panicking, not scrambling, which is the good thing. We're just going through the motions. So we've got down to the first hole here, a little bit about the course before we head out. It's a par 69, only one par 5 coming on the back 9. It's 6,000 yards off the back tees. Now it might be short, but it's very fiddly, very duney, running right along the coastline. And none other than old Tom Morris was one of the founding members and the greenkeepers here, so we know that we're going to be in for a treat. We did well last time, we'll get into that as we move on, but first hole is 338 yards, some bunkers down the left, bunkers down the right. Just got to get it in play and start steady and see how we can build around from there. Play well, everybody. Hit the like if you're enjoying these series, and remember, join the family as well. Join the team, subscribe. Let's go. Perfect, a fairway found. Tell you what, this planned stuff starting to work out. Right, we're on the fairway. Maybe a little bit safe. I've got a bit of a way to go, and it is slightly blind, so I'm just going to take a look at what we've got. The greens here, with it being an old Tom Morris design and with it being right next to the coast, there's so many swales and undulations, and this one here, the pin looks about 4 paces on, and there's a big valley leading up to it. There is room right of the flag, but I think what I did well last time was not just aim directly at sticks and just hit at numbers. I sort of planned, and definitely there, I've got to be right of the flag here now. 146. 146 to the flag. I can play, it's 137 to the front, a 9-iron and a little bit right of it. I've pulled it, but luckily I've pulled it right on target. Well, if that's a good yardage, we are right on track. Right then, we've got a birdie chance to start off. It's unheard of. Greens are looking great here. Looks like there's a lot more undulation from the course we played down the road, Irvine, yesterday. Looks like there's going to be a few more humps and swells that are a bit more apparent. But this one, bit of right to left in it. I actually added a bit more break on my original line and it moved away at the other end. Well, there we go. A par to start it, folks. Regulation as well. Our second hole is a par 3, 172 yards on the card, but flag's actually at 161 today. Little bit into wind, and there is nothing for being short here. Big drop off at the front, very undulating green, 2 tiers running from back to front. So I would say 8-iron, but I'm just going to hit a little 7 just to make sure that we get up, you know, at least to the flag, if not beyond it. I just think early morning wind, a little bit of cold. If I try and get an 8 and don't get it, it falls short. But let's see what we can do. Let's be creative. Let's be professional. Hold your line. I took so much off that. I should have given it a good one. That's sometimes the issue if you do go down a club too many, you end up hitting it too smooth, and I've pitched right at the top of the bank. And now we're gonna have a tricky up and down, but let's golf, baby. Well, just short here, literally pitched at the top. Needed 2 or 3 paces and we would have had a nice birdie look, but you live and learn. Let's see if we can up and down one. Sit. Bit heavy-handed. Our first test of the day. Nope. Tee shot that did that. Tee shot that did it, but I'm not worried. It was just a slight underswing. Hard those shots early on in the round where you're trying to take loads off or add loads on, but not to worry. I'm hitting it nice. A couple of holes in. Course is going to look great. It's already giving me great vibes, so on to the next. Our third hole, beautiful hole this, looking straight back down out towards the Isle of Arran. Elevated green, it's only 266, normally 274 I think, or 284. We are slightly forward on this tee. You can see two houses as well as you look down on the right. They're actually old salt refineries. That was a big sort of the commerce that used to happen here back in the day. Used to do salt refining, and they're called salt pans over there. And if we just look out over to the right, the way the bay sweeps, you've got Prestwick where the Open started, just over this gorse, and then as we pan left you can actually see Troon in the distance. I can see the famous yellow scoreboard up there. So we are steeped in golfing land around here, and as you go back round that way you've got Turnberry, because you can actually see the Elsa Crag, or yeah, Crag, I was shouted at. Craig, Elsa Craig. There we go, Elsa Craig, got it wrong again, but it's over there. Anyway, onto here, we're going to go 2-iron, try and get this one up on, bounce it up there. I think I can't hit 3-wood because it'll go through if it pitches near. So 2-iron, if not up on, we get a little pitch if not. It's on a great line, I caught it a little thin. Go on, chase all the way up. Chase! Literally kissed the front of the green, and now it's working its way all the way back down. Stop there. Right, about 10 yards short. That was, I think, about this far away from getting up and having about a 15-foot eagle putt, but let's see if we can chip it in for an eagle instead. We are only just here, but I probably would have needed to get 1, 2, 3 paces up onto the green to keep it on. It touched the front and has gone back down, but it's not a very big green, and you can see why it's quite a tricky one, just with the size of that and that severity of slope. So got to play a decent-ish chip now. I think I'm just going to try and land it up top with a 50, kill it, and then just let it trickle on maybe 6 feet by, because there's nothing for short. Yeah, I'll take that. I was not risking having a load of egg on my face, coming back down all the way down the slope and having a tricky up and down for par. Push the life out of that. That was a terrible stroke. Little annoying, but it's a par. Got to take those chances when they come, I think. Be a little bit deadlier. Our fourth hole is a blind one. You go up over, sort of dog legs ever so slightly left to right. 418 yards this one, par 4. From reading a little bit up on the course, there is a little bit more room to the right hand side of the marker than what is left. So just going to go for a fade over the marker post and get away. And that should be A1 because it's half a ant's antenna from the marker post. We are centre stripe, green light go. Flag is slap bang in the middle. There's 3 bunkers around it. Not much undulation. We need to take advantage here. 145 to the flag, into a bit of breeze. So I think 9 iron. Let's make a great golf swing. Just have a tap in. That's what I'm saying. Oh, pushed it, didn't cover it enough there. Kick off that trap. It's done that. Just got a little underneath it, didn't quite get on top of that one, but looks like it's on the green, so we're okay. Well, just pulled up shy. It's one of those shots where it just seems so simple. I didn't give it as much detail as I have done over the last few and yesterday's round, but fairly straightforward putt now. A little uphill, a little downhill, then flattens out, cozy it up and move on. Go on then, go on, turn right. I'll take it. It's an easy four. Easy four. It's nice, we're ticking over folks. So just before we tee up here, a little bit about stats that are gathered from ShotScope here on the course. The course record, 69, which is level par. We want to try and beat that because that means we're in the red. Longest drive's 317 yards down the 11th hole, so depending on how much gorse is on that hole, see if we can beat that. And then I'll throw up the fairway percentages and green percentages. Now for me yesterday, I'm looking a bit more at strokes gained moving forward because I think that gives me a better idea of where I want to be. And yesterday when we did Irvine in the last one, if you've not seen that, check that out. Off the tee, -3, but there was a lot of 4 irons off the tee. If I would have known the course, I maybe could have picked a few more up by hitting woods off there. Approaches into the green, 0.7 gained. Short game, 0.6 lost, and putting 2.94 gained. So a pretty good round, and if you haven't seen the result, won't spoil it, but not a bad record. So if we can get somewhere near there today with those, we'll be okay. Now this one, dog leg straight from left to right. You can actually see the flag straight ahead of you. It's just going to be a fairway wood cutting down the middle. Right rough's not actually too bad here because it opens out. So same shot as the last, and off we go. And that should be centre stripe again. Lovely kick. I think I found my driving club that's straight, it's longish, and it's keeping me in play, which is a key to me scoring well. Right, just 95 yards to that flag. It must be close to the front because it's 87 up to the front of the green. So I'm just gonna, I think they're bouncing, so I'm gonna hit just a little 50 here. Land it in line, try and land it just before the front and let it dribble up like a putt. Pushed it. Just didn't quite get my turn on there. I think my alignment was out, but we've got a chance. We're chancing. That's all we need, chances, folks. Actually worked out better than I thought. I did push it, but I mean, I've only got about 18 feet here downhill. Oh, excuse me. Someone called the police. There was a major crime just happened on the 5th green at Prestwick, St Nick's. So our 6th hole is 322 yards, a blind one again. Bunkers at 259 to get by, then they're predominantly up around the green. I'm just going to hit a 4 iron over because it is blind. This should leave me around about 110. Estimate this with a bit of bounce is going to go about 225. So takes that bunker out of play and leaves us a good option in. I mean, it's dead over the post, so it's got to be good. 122 yards, 129 to the back. I think I've got to cover 120 realistic. 120's middle. So if a 50 goes 127, I think we might just be pushing it there. So I'm going to hit a short, looks like there's nothing, all sloping back to me. So I can hit a little 3/4 wedge. Please be the right number. Right, it's closer than I actually thought there. This planning stuff, you know, normally 122, that's 50, just blast it. Thought about what was short, thought about the wind, thought about where I wanted to miss if I did go. And now we're staring 8 feet between me and the first bird. Let's see if we can take it. You knew it was going in right there. You knew it. 7th hole, tough one, stroke index 1. It is on the card. 454 par 4. Pretty blind. No bunkers until we get up on the green though, so just fire away over the hill and off we go. Straight down there. It's prime. It's a beast. Well, just run through the fairway into the semi, but I'm happy we've got 190 to the flag. It's only 179 to the front, so we'll go 6-iron. There is a little zephyr of wind. Bunkers up by the green, but they're short. This covers them, so anything on the dance floor, we'll be happy with here. Travel. Just shy on everything today. I'm just not quite getting it. I feel like I'm maybe a couple of miles per hour down on the swing speed, but got the flight I wanted and we're pretty much at the front, so it's okay. Well, it's not too bad. It's just at the front of the green and we've avoided the trouble. Just didn't quite go, and ground not as bouncy maybe as I think as well. A little bit softer, but fairly straightforward. We're going full links here, putter along the ground, no point bringing a missed strike in with a chip. Just roll this up. It's probably about 65 feet, I would say. So cozy it up, tap in, off we go. Belted it. Oh, Matt, you idiot. Bit of a tester. Just overthought that there. Tiny bit of left to right in it though. We've held hundreds, if not thousands of these in our time. You know it, baby. He's always clutch with the stick. He's always clutch with the stick. That was a little bit more stressful than it needed to be. No more of that, but we will take it. So our 8th hole, 363 yards quarry. As you're up on here, as you stand on this tee, you get a really good view of pretty much all of the golf course out to the sea. And interestingly, the course actually wasn't here back when it originated, when old Tom Morris was asked to be the head of greens, as it was back then. A lot of the players in the club was based down at Prestwick, and then they were called, it was, instead of being Prestwick St Nick's, it was Prestwick Mechanics Club. Now, there was a meeting in the Red Line, which is the famous pub where the Open Championship was sort of formulated, which is across the road from Prestwick itself. And they were given the go-ahead to move land or move the course to a different piece of land and build a new club. And this is what we are left with. It was originally 12, and then they added some later on. But this one, quarry, I think it used to be something to do with the quarrying that went down there, that there is a sort of big water feature down on the right now. But for us, just blast it down the left, don't go near it. 4-iron till you run out of fairway, and then you play across the quarry to the green. Straight over the top of the gulls, and those little rascals didn't even flinch. That's how hard they are. Well, this is definitely a green of Do not miss short. 133, that's good. Means it's not in between clubs. Pins left, there is a bank behind the pin so I can sort of still aim dead at it and it will feed back towards the pin. Wind's going to be off the left as well, so pretty much all working in my favour here. All we've got to do is execute. Come on wind, make it fall. Tell you what, I'm like more into like the information gathering of the shots now, and I'm actually starting to hit, not like, oh my god, I'm hitting it so much better, but they're just like on the right lines and doing the right things instead of taking on stupid shots and going, oh, why didn't that work? It's amazing what a bit of information can do. We are staring down another birdie putt. Doesn't look like there's lots happening here. It goes up and then runs away from me. It's okay though. We just keep knocking on the door with those chances. Feels a lot better than scrambling and hectic, just steady, plodding, consistent, professional, words I would describe my 9 holes that I've just had there. We just need another 9 like that with a few more putts dropped. 8 holes there. Terrible at counting. Coco Bendy, that's the 9th hole, that's what it's called. 345 yards, lovely tee here, just hugging the sea back behind us and the coastline, which is nice. Quite a lot of bunkers on this one. You can see 4 of them. I think there's 5 in total. There's an extra one up by the green, but the 2 main worries are the 260 ones. I'm just going to hit 3 wood because it does look like quite a generous fairway, so this is going well. Let's just commit to it and hit it straight down the middle. This thing is like a laser. Well, we're safely down the middle of the fairway, just checking the green out because this big pot style bunker is covering it and then it drops onto it, so I just want to know what's around, and luckily quite generous, flags in the middle, a bit of room there, so I've only got 85 yards. Let's see if we can get one in close, get that bird going. Be good, might need to go a bit. Well, the thumbs up from the cameraman was a little bit misleading. I thought I was literally tapping it in there because I'm renowned for my wedge play. But about 15 foot's not too bad. It's another birdie look, that's all we gotta know. That's all we gotta know. Right, I'm holding this. I'm holding this. If I'm not mistaken, we're in the red, folks. We are in the red. 9 holes, 1 under. Thoroughly enjoyed that front 9. Now the back 9, we've got a few more to play around here, and then I think around about 15, 16, we get back around the clubhouse and you see some real undulations. And make sure you stay tuned for the last hole because it has absolutely wrecked many a golf course scorecard, and also a lot of people's car windows. You want to hang around for that. 160. Downwind, downhill. Long is bad. Quite a few bunkers here, 3 that I can see. 140, 147, 154. So I've only really got to cover that 154 one, which is a 9-iron. So I'm going to go heart of the green because the pin is very close to the right. Aim in the middle and just let the wind push it down onto the flag. Job's good, and just this plotting stuff. Just got a clear picture in my mind now. Oh no, I've come out of it. I changed my mind at the top. That is the worst place I could have hit that. That's the first time I've thought about my golf swing there. I was thinking, right, I need to let it fade. I usually have the face a little bit hooded, but I thought just fan it open a little bit. Didn't need to do that. We couldn't have hit that in a worse spot. I've got a bunker to go over, got about 7 or 8 paces to here. I'm looking to maybe finish around here and hole a good putt for par, but tee shot has scuppered me there. A little bit lax mentally, but you never know. Good chip, good putt can save the day. Very happy with that one. Very happy. The wind in too helped. Lie was pretty decent, so all in all, we've done one piece to help us rectify that silly tee shot. And that, folks, is what we call saving the bacon. Nice little momentum mover that, keep the round, the confidence going. Nice chip, nice putt. Those things all definitely help. Now, if you look back down there, that is where we are heading next. This green's a bit like one at St Andrews, where you head up over some spectacle like bunkers and play to a green that's blind. It's going to be class. We've reached the only par 5 on the course, Plada, probably butchering that pronunciation as usual, but 536 yards this one. Bunkers are well out the way. It's all about getting it on the fairway here to maybe have a go at the green in 2. Going to hit 3 wood because it's been going nice, and I think why change a winning formula? Little bit necky down the left, but a couple of bounces and it's okay. Well, there's 2 bunkers in front of the green that are at 260 from here. Playing quite a way into that wind and didn't help when I got it out of the neck. And like I say, we go up over to this blind green, so it's a case of you can actually go down the left and pitch in. So I think it's a really nice lie. I'm feeling confident. I think into the wind 3 wood. I don't know if I get the trap, so I think just give this a smash up there and see how far we get. Maybe just air to the left to let the traps not be too much of an issue. Yeah, flag's 290, so we ain't sniffing that, boys. Get left. Perfect. Hit that nice. 530 into the wind. It's playing about 570, 580 today. Quite a slog with 3 woods off the tee. Well, safely down here, and these are the 2 bunkers that you want to avoid, because as soon as you get into those, it's game over. There is fairway actually running along the left there, like I said, but 65 yards for myself, and it looks like I can land it a little shy here and let it just trickle on down, try and pitch it in at around about maybe 60 and let it roll in. Anything right of the flag I think is going towards it, so see what we can do. Just pulled it ever so slightly to let it fall in, but I'm happy with the result. This is a lovely green, a bit of a bigger one. Nowhere near as much undulation. Everything going that way a bit. Let's push the absolute pants off it. Idiot. I feel like that was a chance that I left. Just hit a few pushes today with the putter. Not quite giving it. Hey ho, we move on. We get to our 12th hole, medal this one's called, 146 the flag is at today. But the wind's into off the right. There's 5 bunkers, you can actually only see 2 of them stood on the tee. So, just going to play an 8-iron, just a little knockdown one, get it past the flag, try and hit it to 150, and then have a look at a putt. Hopefully there's no trap there and that rolls onto the green. I think there might be a trap there though. Just struggle with those little in-between clubs today. But we shall see, keep it moving. So I've been quite fortunate there. All the bunkers surround this side of the green. There's a nice bank running towards the green here, which I didn't know about, but sometimes ignorance is bliss. We pitched up there and it's just sort of found its way down the hill, and now I've got about 23 feet for a birdie. We'll take that. It's downhill, wants to go a little bit. Great green complex where the cameraman's actually stood at the minute. If they put some pins over there, could have some real fun with it. Not been my normal self on the greens today. Just a few tricky undulations, but a par's a par, take it with a bad shot. Gotta sometimes ride your luck a little bit, and we've done that today. Now we move on. 13th hole, 457 yards. There's a bunker at 160 on the right, 260 up the left, 360 up the right, and then there's another 6 further on there. So just gonna go pretty central with a little cut, knowing that that 360 is never in sniffing range. I am not Bryson DeChambeau. Let's get this going. Come on. Good one here, down the wind. It's just down the left side. It's a fairway finding machine, this thing. It's what I've been missing. It's what I've been missing. Instead of a slicey driver, a hooky driver, just get a little Stenson-esque 3-wood. Don't want to say a massive, well, that 3-wood just went 300 yards that way. We've got 151 to the flag. 151, right, let's have a think about this. 160 is the back. Just doesn't feel like a 9-iron because I can feel the breeze getting up a bit now. It's only 130 front, pins pretty much middle back. 130. 137's a pitching wedge, so can we get 13 yards out of it with this wind and a bounce? I think we can have a 10-foot short putt as opposed to being a little squiffy with that 9. Let's do that. Wedge, full tilt. It's good as well because it's dead centre of the pin, so I don't have to try and do much. I can just go full blood, go Brooks on it. Please be the number. Oh, he's just massive, this lad. He's gone over the back nearly. What do you have for breakfast? Bowl of fruit and fibre. Look at that, planned, executed. 10 foot, told, got. Downhill, right to lefter, drained. Let's see if I'm a man of my word. Bit of right to left into it. You know it, baby. We said it, we got it, we delivered because we're a man of our word. 2 under, let's go. On to the next. This is where it gets tough from now on in, so I'm glad that I've actually got a few birds in the tank to just hold on to, but we're playing good. Processes are working. We're just following a nice little bit of a rhythm at the minute. Not panicking, not scrambling, which is the good thing. We're just going through the motions. see if we can get it all the way to the end. Hit like if you are enjoying this episode as well and enjoying this beautiful golf course, Prestwick St Nick's. Thanks for having us out. It is truly stunning. If you are ever up here, make sure you pop in, give it a visit, or even just come and look at the scenery. Lovely coastal path here. It's well worth it. Let's get to the 14th. 14th hole, New Prestwick, because we actually are looking out towards the direction of New Prestwick here. Plays 411 yards. There's two bunkers that are a main worry. 229 and 222 to get over. So I'm going to get the trusty 3 wiggle out and hump it over those. Pretty straight away, plays as a little dog leg almost. Oh no, that's actually the next hole I can see. We can see the flag. But yeah, just get this down the middle with a little cut and off we go. Ooh. It's going to be okay. It's just on the right rough when it's kicked left as it's landed, so should be okay. That little fig of gorse up there was just staring at me a little bit as I was glancing up, so a little bit steery there, but we're okay. We're in a safe position. Onwards and upwards, folks. Well, 148 we find ourselves away from the flag, so not too dissimilar to the last. Only difference here is we're coming out a bit of rough. We're a little bit higher as well, exposed to the wind. And it's 143 to the front, so I think it's still got to be pitching wedge. I don't think I can get an extra 15 yards out of a 50 degree. Mind you, what did that last one fly? 151, and we're 143. Yeah, I think we just hit a 3/4 wedge. Got to take 7 yards off the last one and then nuked that. Just don't need a flyer here. Ooh, that is... That's what I was worried about. Sort of just popped a little left and then... Probably should have been 50 that, but hey ho. First, wasn't a bad swing, but indecision. I committed to what I hit though, so that's the good thing. Now just a simple up and down. Well, we bounced through the green. In hindsight, it was a 50. Bunker at the back, we're not lying great, it's sort of up against a big clump, but the good news is that'll mean it'll run towards the hole. Sit. That's come out so well out of how it was lying. Ah, that's annoying. That's links though. Wasn't necessarily a bad shot in. Pitched it short of the green. Just a little bit too much fiery with too much club. And now we've got a tester. Whacked it. Proper lapse in concentration there. All I was thinking about was my score. Missed it. That's proper annoying. That was just a real lapse in concentration. Stood over that first putt thinking about what my score was, and then left myself a horrible putt down the hill. Right, well no, now back to level. Idiot. Let's battle hard for the next few, see if we can get in the red. Okay, annoying hole, but we've got to regroup. Luckily we've got a gettable hole here now, the 15th. A par 4 that's 285, bunker to carry at 250. It is downwind, so I'm going to go up towards it, see if we can get on this green in one. Would be lovely. Flag's 278 today, so I think 3 wood might creep the back wall, which, because we're straight downwind, I don't want. Missed that trap on the right and kick left for me. Just shy of the green, had the softest bounce in the world, but should leave a pretty simple pitch. Come on, let's do this. A great leave here, just shy of the putting surface by about 10-15 paces. Pins at the back, so all I need to do is get it pitching somewhere up here and let it run down towards that flag. Tap it in, hopefully chip him, that'd be nice. It's not bad. With a tapping. Easy. Back under par after the blemish, the monstrosity, the atrocity that happened on the last. But we can now get down 16, 17, 18. Hold on, play well, we're doing well, good thoughts. Let's keep it going. What's the script on this one? Where do we go?
No, it depends where you draw or
Fade it.
or fade.
Fade everything.
And there is one flat bit on the fairway, the rest it's
Cambers.
so you could hit a lovely shot and end up, there's a bunker right.
Bunker
Then
right.
just at the trees.
Oh yeah,
on the right,
208, 208 and 340.
So
It looks narrow. Does it widen up out there?
What?
Does it open up?
Here, yes.
Yeah.
And both. It's wider left.
Yeah.
So you're probably safer going left than you would be right.
Okay. Right. We've got the sage advice now. We know what we're doing. Hit it down the left with a fade. 379 yards, the 16th, going down to a great looking green complex. Old Tom Morris, this one's called. Going to hit 4-iron down the left. We've had some advice from one of the members. Said that's the play, you're definitely making birdie that way. So let's do that and see what happens. Just right of centre, I would say.
There's a nice flat bit there.
Okay.
In that.
Bit pushy. Love it. Right, we got down the fairway. Perfect advice from our friend here. 130 yards left. I'm going to air right of this flag. It's 135 middle. I think I'm going to go 50 because it is downwind. And I just think wedge is too much. I'm hitting it a little bit longer, it seems, the last few holes. So go a bit right, don't let that flag tempt me in. And just take a 20-foot birdie putt. Oh, I've not caught it. Oh no. Get right. Straight in the bunker. Two poor wedges in the last two holes. It's a battle, folks. It's a battle. Right, not the best lie, but it's okay. It's sort of come out of its plug a little bit. But we've got this super reverted face. A chap that's just met us there said you can put it up this. I'm not going to try it on this shot, but I'm going to give it a go. He said a lot of the members hit putters because these are designed to lift it, but we've got a serious one. Going to get the face open, just get it out on, hopefully hole the putt. Need a strong finish here. Oh, nicked it. That's annoying. I thought that was just going to dig into the bank there. Probably should have putted it. Fuming. Not what we wanted, double. Wedge in hand again. 300 yards over the 17th. Downwind, let's knock it on, get an eagle, and we're okay. Is that the green? Needs a favourable kick. Looked like it bounced left. Oh. So only about 15, 20 yards tops off the green here. Very undulating. I need to land it in around here and hopefully we get a good kick. There is a little bit of a elephant under there, but here's flatter. Yeah, it's around there. Land it in, let it run, tap it in if it isn't gone in the hole. Not bad, not bad. Good comeback after the crap we had on the last. Just gonna roll this boy in. Back to level. Par 3 last. Might say I'm known for my hole-in-ones. 200, the last is playing today, into the wind, up the hill. Now if you are a little bit of a nervy golfer, this would be daunting because just about 15 yards right of where the fairway bit runs up, it's the car park. So you wouldn't want to get a little Larry Lank or a slicey if you're a right-hander with the driver. But for us, we're going flag hunting at the pole, little cut. Let's see if we can do it on the last hurrah. Good swing, one good swing, that's all is needed. Well, I hope that's got the legs because it's all over it. I'm literally 3 yards shy of climbing over that little hill. Just stalled that. Been a few shots on the way in where just couldn't quite gauge yardage, and 200, like 215 is a 5-iron carry for me, so I thought that was going to be perfect, but it's just stalled in the wind, and if it gets just onto the crest it's falling down, then it's good. But chip in needed. Let's go, come on. Right then, 5 or 6 paces out and we were golden, baby. Ah, par. Well, level par, it wasn't meant to be, but a good round of golf. Guys, thanks for watching. Prestwick, St. Nicholas. If you are here, come and check it out. It is a gem. See you in the next one.